Yeah, who's speaking, please?
Yeah, my name is Lyndon and I'm calling from the Employee Resource Center regarding the payment concern you had. Is this the right time to speak with you?
Yeah, but can you speak up a little bit? Because I can barely hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, before we proceed, I need to verify your employment for security reasons. So, may you please confirm the first line of your home address? Can you please confirm just the month and date of your birth?
Date of birth?
Thank you for confirming the details. So I have a ticket where your workers' compensation manager raised a ticket that you did not receive the amount for the pay period. And I got an update from the payroll team that they have processed the amount in January. So did you by chance happen to check the payment which was done by them?
Yeah, the missing payment on 110 to 116?
Yes, that was sent in January 22nd.
Do you have a check number?
Paycheck. Yes.
Hang on one second.
Actually, that was deposited in the account, not in the check.
That is correct, but you still have a reference number, correct?
You mean the account number?
No. Every time you submit a deposit or a check, there is a reference number. I need that reference number to verify that you guys did, in fact, send me a payment. Because my record shows that you guys did not send me a payment.
Actually, that was online payment. So the payroll team did not mention the same. However, they just mentioned that it is sent in the account ending with 0623.
Yeah, but do you not have a reference number? I mean, do you on the pay stub there is a number. It's a voucher number. Do you not have that number?
I'll have to check it manually because I just made a call to inform on behalf of the payroll team. So
well, on behalf of the payroll team, they're saying that they paid it. I'm saying they didn't pay it. So in order for me to verify it, to make sure, because I got my pay stubs on that date, and I got 3 pay stubs, right? So I need to know what voucher number, which is on the top of the file, and it's also located on the advice number, and they're all unique. So I need to know.
I will try to find out. I will check the amount and match it with the check number and try to figure out if it's not.
That'd be fantastic.
If you can just be on hold for a moment.
Sure. It is 4:20 number's calling me is 1-888-892-7180.
Hello, Scott. Thank you for being on hold.
Yep, I'm still here.
Oh, just a second. I'm pulling up the wages reports. Please bear my silence. So, for this date, 22nd Jan, I see 3 payments were made. Okay. Yeah, 2 were made, 2 were processed as checks. One is $48 and the other one is $25, and the third one, the $580 one, that is $408 one, that was processed in account. And
Yeah, the one for 408.54 was for the pay period beginning 1/17 to 1/22.
Yes.
All right. The pay period in question is from 1/10 to 1/16. So I got 2 paychecks, one for $48.48, and that's going to be a reference number 64434, and one for $25, which net 0, and that reference is going to be 64435. Now you're saying that you paid me $580.73 for the week of 1/10 to 1/16, but I have not received that check.
No, this was for the pay period 1/17 to 1/22.
As for the pay period of 1/10 to 1/16.
So, may I know what actually happened? Like, were you supposed to receive? Were you on leave of absence, or what actually happened?
Can you repeat your question one more time, please?
No, I was just trying to confirm what actually happened. Like, were you on leave of absence, or you completely did not receive the payment, or how did that happen?
I've been on leave of absence since December. So I shouldn't have a week that's skipped, right? So you're saying that on your paperwork you're showing that from the pay period of 1/10 to 1/16 you issued a check out on the pay date of 1/22 for 508.44 or 580.73.
No, that was done for the pay period 17 to 22, and that was processed on the same date.
Right. So for the pay beginning on 1/17 to 1/22, and then the pay date on the 22nd, you pay me $580. So what happened?
This could be a off-cycle payment, because generally what happens is, the pay period is 10/17 to 20. 1/17 to 1/22. So obviously that will not be paid out on the same date. That will come in the next pay period.
Well, something's not right, because moving forward is paid on the same date. Even if it's on a cycle, it doesn't matter. There's still a week that's missing. So if you're saying that it is before that hand, then no, that doesn't make sense, because I got paid $1,016.27, and that was getting me caught up till the 9th, right? So for 110 to 116 is missing. You pay me $48. What is the $48 for?
Let me check the time card. Just give me a moment.
Sure.
So may I know, do you see the reference number on your end, which is ending with 40086?
Nope. On the 48.48, there's a reference number of 64434.
Yes. On the $25 one, it is 64435, and the other one is 40086.
No, I have one for 64435 for $25, which I netted 0. And then I have another one for 64434, which is $48.48. The one that you paid on through the 17th through the 22nd is 40086. So on pay date 1/12/2021, I received from Amcare taxes or TX carriers $1,016.27. That covered everything up till to the 9th, right? So on the pay period on 1/15/2021, I didn't receive anything from you guys. So if you're saying that it cycled, okay, you're saying that the paycheck cycled, then what about the week starting 1/3 to 1/9? I didn't receive a payment there. So there's a week missing. Any way you want to look at it, there's a week missing, and you still haven't really answered the question about the pay stub I received for $48.48. When $408 is usually what I had take home. But what is the inputted income? What is that for $27.05? That's the only time I've received a pay stub that says inputted income.
I'm checking.
I mean, it's been very consistent moving forward.
So the first one is just the inputted income, which was for the leave of absence, $27 for the imputed income, and short-term disability for $21.43. And the second one as well is the same. That is for the short-term disability, $25.
So who files a short-term disability? Is that you guys on your behalf?
Yes, I mean generally what happens is when the employee is not able to report to work, so Amazon will be taking care of that, and that will be deducted later. So the $580 is the Amazon DX Care thing.
Yeah, that's my workman's comp. But what is the inputted income for $27.05?
So regarding this, I believe you need to speak with the DLS team directly. They will be having the record for the dates where they paid out the amount and the reason for paying that amount. So ERC or HRs do not have any possibilities to look into their records. So
Yeah. So what about the missing payment on 110 through 116?
yeah, that will also be taken care by the DLS team. Just let me check, because I believe you were on leave of absence for those days. So since this return to work is not yet coded, so ERC do not have access to anything as such.
So you're saying you're escalating this to someone a little higher up or to a different department?
Yes, I mean there is another department, the Disability and Leave Services Department.
Okay.
You can contact them directly as well, or if you want, I can transfer the call now.
Yeah,
the number.
Yeah, I mean, so you're saying you're gonna transfer this to a different department, but they'll be contacting me, correct?
I mean, you can directly call the same number which we are speaking now.
Yeah.
You can make an outbound call.
I typically don't want to do that, because if I do that, then I gotta explain everything over. So I mean, if you have either you can transfer me to someone, or put notes in the file, or something, because it's.
Yes, yeah, I will transfer the call. Not to worry. And once the DLS team is connected, you can speak to them.
All right. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Please be on hold. I'll transfer the call.
Well, I'm being transferred to a different department or something. It's really hard to understand what he's saying. Sounds like Christmas music. Sure.
I just transferred the call. Please to speak to the main health authorities.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Oh, you too. Bye-bye. Hello.
Hello?
Hi there. How are you?
Hi. Great. Thanks for asking. Am I speaking to Scott?
You are.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm doing good. At least I can understand you a little clearly. It was a little hard to understand. The accent.
I know. It's hard for me sometimes as well. But I hope you can understand me.
Yep.
So, I'm just checking your case. The last representative told me that you have questions regarding payment because you have payments that you have not received. Is that right?
Yeah, so I went and I analyzed all my pay stubs because I'm on workman's comp right now. And I looked back and on January 10th through the 16th, so the pay period starting 1/10 to ending in 1/16 with a pay date of 1/22, they're saying that they issued a check for 580.73. Within that week period, I received 3 pay stubs. One for $48.48, which I don't know where that's coming from. Another one for $25 for short-term disability, which netted 0, and another one, which is from the workman's comp, but it says it's pay beginning on 1/17, ending on the 22nd for 408 or 580.73.
Okay, got it. So, just for you to know, when you are, first of all, this is related to injury at work, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. So, basically, when you are on a leave of absence due to an injury at work, the DLS department, which is us, we're going to give you a payment of $25, just to keep your benefits active on the system. Okay? That's not the payment that you're going to receive during the leave. Workers' compensation is the one in charge of paying you during the leave of absence.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So if there is any problem with the payment, you need to get in contact with them.
I already have. I reached out to Anchor Risk Management. She said she filed the request. So, and then she said it's up to you. It's on the Amazon side to pay. So, and I've talked to my case manager, my workman's comp case manager. He's the one who opened the ticket for me.
Okay.
So I mean, I did all my research on my end, and I'm trying to. He's saying on paid the period beginning on 1/10 of 2021 to pay period ending on 1/16. He shows that there's a payment, and I'm just trying to see if you have a voucher number for that or a advice number. Which since I don't get a check, everything's direct deposited, but there's still some kind of reference number, should be, for that transaction. So.
Okay, I have one transaction from 110 through 116.
Mm-hmm.
That's for $25. Let's see.
I should have another one for 48.48.
Why 48?
I don't know. No one can answer that question either.
Okay, so let me check here. For that payment, I have. It was paid on January the 22nd. It was on cycle. I have a payment name. What else? Let's see. I can look up on my system and try to get more information.
Okay.
But as far as I know, the leave, we start paying for this leave of absence on January the 4th. So from January the 4th through January the 9th, that's for 6 days, we paid $21.43. Then from January the 10th through January the 16th, we paid $25. Let me see.
So you're okay. So you're the disability department, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think the disability is okay. I'm not really sure why it's only $21.43, but you know
Okay, so
I'm actually missing a check from the workman's comp. So Amazon Text Cares, and when I was, you know, it's for $580.73.
okay. So yeah, you know, I see that we have been paying from January to 10. We have been paying the $25 every week, all the way until February the 25th. After that, there's no more payments. I don't know why, but we can, you know, double check with the case manager. There's an open activity already for the case manager to follow up with your case. Because, you know, we basically receive the information from workers' compensation, and if the case needs to be extended, then we extend it. Because we take care of the time that you're going to be out of work, just to make sure that, you know, on the system is coded correctly, stating that you are on a leave of absence so you don't get terminated. That's basically what we did in these cases for injuries at work, because everything is handled by workers' compensation. So they're the ones in charge of, you know, extending the leave of absence, the payment, return to work, accommodations. Is handled by them. We just take care of the time and just make sure that you're still active on the system and you still get your benefits.
Right. Yeah, it's in Texas. There's no workman's comp, so. But.
I have a when I look into the system for workers' compensation in Texas, I have a phone number.
It's for interesting.
Usually the ones that handle these kind of cases is Week, but it would be another department, I think. And I have that phone number. I don't know if you have it already.
No, I don't.
You already spoke to them. Okay, I'm going to give you the number. Maybe you can check if you already talked to them, okay?
Okay.
The phone number that I have is 800-275-3193.
So 800-275-3193.
Correct.
And that is going to be Texas.
It's called Anchor Risk Management.
Anchor Risk Management, right?
Yes, ANCHOR.
Yeah.
Risk, RISK.
Yeah.
Management.
So I have a case manager with them already, and I reached out to her, and she said that on her end she submitted the correct paperwork and everything should have been taken care of. So now it's on Amazon end. So I reached out to my Amazon workman's comp manager, and he's the one that created the trouble ticket, which landed this call today. So because I forwarded the information to him, he looked at it and he said, yeah. He said it's kind of out of his department, so he needed to create a ticket. So that's what he's done. And I called, or the guy before you called me, and I tried to explain it to him, and I don't know if he got confused or whatnot. So I mean, I guess if you have access to my account, can you verify? Let me pull up this pay stub. Can you verify what dates that this payment covered? Because on my records, I have it covering a certain amount of days. So I have a statement from 1/3 to 1/8 paid on the 12th for $1,016.27.
1318. Yeah. Let's see. I don't. I'm only able to see the payments of the $25. That's it.
So you can only see the short-term disability.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm able just to see that. But I'm just going to just call to that number, okay? Double check with them. I will create notes for the case manager regarding the call today, and I will tell the case manager to get in contact with you, okay? They have that activity open for April 14th. So as of that day, they have up to 5 business days to review the case. So they have, let's see, until April the 20th to take action on the case, okay?
All right.
But I will add the information to the case to see what we can do. As far as I know, the payments will be handled by these people, Encore Risk Management.
Right.
That's as far as I know, but I can let the case manager know to see what we can do. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. So I'll
You're
hang up
welcome,
with you,
Scott.
and I'll call this number and see where that lands me.
Okay. Okay. Well, good luck, and if you need anything, just give us a call. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks you. Do you guys have a number for your? Is there like a main number? Since I have you guys on the phone, because I was going to reach out to your department sometime during this week and ask about the short-term disability. So I mean, is it just that whenever the short-term disability engages, is that just enough just to cover my medical? I mean, my benefits, and that's it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Usually the short-term disability would be a 60% of your base salary for a medical leave, but when it's for an injury at work, it's different. It's handled by workers' compensation, or in your case by Encore, and we just handle the time, just report the time, and we make sure that your benefits are still active.
Okay.
That's why we process the payment of the $25 every week. But yes, that's with the short-term disability for injuries at work.
All right. Thank you for clearing that for me, because I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're welcome, Scott. Just for you to know, at the end of the call, there is a quick survey. If you want to leave any kind of feedback regarding my service, and good luck, okay?
Okay, and what was your name again? I'm sorry.
My name is Francine.
Okay, Francine. All right, thank you so much.
You got it. You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
Please listen to the following statements and choose the option that best represents your experience with the Disability and Leave Services team today. My issue was resolved today. Press or say 1 to agree, 2 to disagree, or pound to move on to the next question.
2.
Overall, my experience with Disability and Leave Services today was frustration-free. Press or say 1 to strongly agree, 2 to agree, 3 for a neutral response, 4 to disagree, 5 to strongly disagree, or pound to move on to the next question.
Francis is very good. I press 1.
Is there anything else you would like to tell us about your experience with Disability and Leave Services team? Please press 1 and begin speaking after the tone. Press # to complete the survey. Otherwise, you may hang up. This concludes the leave of absence voice of the customer survey. Thank you for your feedback.
All right. It's 5:24 p.m. I am going to hang up and start in a recording calling Anchor Risk Management and see what they got to say.